There's only 6% of business schools in the world that are triple accredited.
What is the eligibility criteria? What our students should know when they're applying for the programs? ICN is a different school as compared to the other. One last tip to the students who are planning to study with ICN. Hello everyone, this is me Amanpreet, co-founder from Amratpal A Vision, and as you know that Amratpal A Vision is bringing many universities particularly for you so that you can get a perfect guidance of your choices for studying abroad. So today we have Mr. Raj Kapoor from Global Education and we have several universities with them. So let us take a quick sneak peek with Mr. Raj Kapoor about the ICN Business School they have. Hello, Mr. Raj Kapoor.
Hello, and thank you very much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
So what do you like mostly about the ICN Business School?
I think for me, being part of Global Education, which is our company, we've always want students to have access to quality and affordable higher education. And I think ICN ticks those marks, those boxes very, very, very well.
Wow, that's great. So where do we have the ICN campuses and how old is the institute?
So ICN was actually born in 1905.
Yeah.
So 120 years. It's got a lot of history, a lot of pedigree, and we currently have campuses, 2 in France, Paris, Nancy, and 1 in Germany in Berlin.
Wow, that's great. What programs do you have for our students?
As you rightly said, it's a business school.
Yeah.
And a triple accredited business school. So I'm sure your listeners, your viewers know there's only 6% of business schools in the world that are triple accredited. AACSB, AMBA, and EQUIS accredited. So mainly business programs and under different varieties of business.
That's great. So what is the eligibility criteria? What our students should know when they're applying for the programs?
So if you ask me, I think ICN looks for a holistic individual. Unfortunately, it's not just a guarantee nowadays to have good grades.
Yeah.
Yes, grades are important, but it's much more about the holistic person. We want someone who's ambitious, who has a great attitude, great personality, and we build on that, on that ambition, on that personality. Because if you look at employers today, they might hire you for your degree, but they keep you for your soft skills. How you work in teams, how you communicate, how you can present, your intercultural understanding, your empathy, how you problem solve. So we look for all of these things in a student.
Yeah, that's great. So, as you said that we have our campus in Berlin as well, right? So what programs are we offering in Berlin campus?
So we're going to give you a whole host of our programs. Okay. But as I mentioned earlier, they around the business domain. So international business management, luxury brand, marketing, and then at the undergrad level, and of course at the master's level as well.
Wow, that's great. So why do you think ICN is a different school as compared to the other business schools?
That's a great question. I think for me, firstly, whenever I speak to a student, it's always about them.
Okay.
There's no one institute in the world that's right for everybody. If you look at it, it's a fact. What suits you may not suit me. Correct. What suits one of your students won't suit someone else.
Correct.
So for me, ICN is an opportunity for those parents and those students who seek rankings, who are looking for that quality and feel that's where they want to go.
Okay.
Here's an affordable 9,500 euros for a triple accredited B school in the undergrad program. I mean, it's an incredible, affordable opportunity.
Yeah.
So we're more about providing access to quality educations. So to me, here's an opportunity to earn that triple accredited, gold standard degree at an affordable price.
Right. And what is the benefit the students are getting once they complete their bachelor's or master's program with ICN?
So, this is a great question as well. So look, to me, you're a graduate of a triple accredited school. you're coming to an institution that is multicultural.
Okay.
So apart from the great faculty, and to teach in a triple accredited school, you've got to be a good faculty member.
Exactly.
Not anyone can teach at a triple accredited school.
Correct.
So you're learning, you're getting ideas from top qualified faculty. It's also an opportunity to network. When you come to a multicultural place like Paris, like Nancy, like Berlin, especially our campus, you're meeting people from many different parts of the world. So one, you learn from them, but two, it's also an opportunity for you to network. Tomorrow you want to open a business in Croatia and you're from Gujarat. The due diligence you have to do and the amount of people that you have to hire to do that due diligence for you and the cost is phenomenal.
Right.
You might make a connection that you meet at ICN from Croatia and they will probably help you.
Okay.
So networking, great faculty, recognized, of course, degree, much more. We have an employability office as well. So if you are looking for work through us as well, our employability office will help you with your CV, with your cover letter, connect you with the industry,
That's great.
and much more.
So what is your favorite? France campus or Germany campus, or what exactly is your one?
That is
a quick question.
And it's a personal thing as well. And as you know, we work very closely with you. Our business motto has always been what's right for the student.
Correct.
So we go very deep into what is the student's personality, okay, and where will they fit best. If there's someone that's extrovert, likes to be out, likes a party happening place, or not a party, I shouldn't say party, but strike that, Parents, I'm sorry, I don't mean party, but a lively place.
Yeah.
They're probably going to use Paris.
Okay.
But if you ask me, if my child was doing an undergrad again, I would send them to Nancy.
Okay.
Nancy is a beautiful, quaint town in Paris, in France, I should say. Only an hour and a half train journey from Paris.
Okay.
Super safe, super beautiful, incredible place. It's almost like Student City, you can say.
Okay.
And ever so clean. You cannot see a litter anywhere.
So the students can focus more when they are in that particular cities.
Absolutely.
Right.
I would say probably 50-60% of that population of Nancy are probably students.
Okay.
Beautiful shops, great, buildings that have so much culture, so much heritage. And my goodness, so affordable. I reckon you could probably live in Nancy, including accommodation, for about 750 euros a month.
Wow.
And triple accredited B school, 9,500 euros for your tuition for your undergrad degree, and about living costs of about 750 euros. And as parents, I would be very concerned about safety.
Correct.
It's a long way to go, and super safe city. And then, of course, Germany is Germany.
Yeah.
So those students that like Germany and parents that favor Germany, Berlin is a great option as well. So it depends on the student.
Right, that's great. That's great. So for parents, most of the time they have questions about what after study, right? And what is the best program for their child. So definitely here at Amratpal A Vision, we will also counsel them about the good programs, what they can choose with ICN, and what about the fee structure, what our students have to pay. And do we have any kind of scholarships, or if they have very good grades like 80%, or maybe they have 7 bands, do we have any scholarship for the students?
Yeah, great question. So with ICN, you can appreciate, I don't like comparisons, ma'am, but if you were to send someone to a triple accredited B school, let's say in the UK, I think the minimum you're looking at 20,000+ pounds,
Correct.
A year. So we're already at 9,500 euros. It's less than half.
Correct.
However, that said, to secure the place, there is an early bird a tuition waiver that we offer every year. So if a student's starting in January, as long as they make their application and payment before September 12th, they will get a flat 10%. But then, that it's quite affordable as it is.
Right.
And then, we don't want parents to worry about fees. So if they need it, apart from the deposit, for visa purposes and to show Campus France if you're going to France, and then Germany as well, you need a blocked account.
Blocked account.
And you need a minimum 50% deposit. The rest, we're willing to offer some kind of an installment plan just to ease the burden on parents. So the last thing we want parents to worry about is fees, aside from what is mandatory.
Wow, that's
we're not above the immigration, and we want the student to get the visa.
Right.
So as long as they pay the 50% deposit, blocked account if they're going to Germany, then we can work out some kind of an installment plan if needed, if it helps.
Wow, that's right. So how is the visa ratio, particularly in France?
So, at the end of the day, what do Campus France, what do countries want? They want to make sure the student is articulate.
Correct.
They can speak a little bit about their journey so far, why they want to go to France, what they're going to do with the degree, how it will help them achieve their academic and career goals.
Right.
If the student can articulate that, has the funding to prove it, I'm not saying it's 100%, but it's close to 100%.
Right. That's good. That's great.
And that's what we want. Between us and our partnership, this is what we spend a lot of time preparing students for this, so that they don't go through the heartache of going through all this and then having a visa denied. We don't want that.
Correct.
So it might be a little bit of a pain, to get your documents in check,
Correct.
everything complete properly. But the harder path
Correct.
always is better in the long run.
Exactly.
So, and we aim towards that.
And how about the language? When the student is going for Germany, definitely we ask them to do certain level of German language. So when the student is selecting France as an option, so what do you say about the language preparation?
Although our classes are taught in English, we do have French language options available at ICN, of course.
Okay.
But if a student's studying in English, to get through the education, English is good enough.
Okay.
But my advice, and I'm sure your advice is as well, look, if you're going to study and live in France, it's always nice to have some kind of conversational French. For a young person to go into a foreign country, sometimes, it can be quite an anxiety to go to a supermarket just to pick up the milk and the bread, because you're not sure what to ask for and so on. So it's always good to have some conversational. And this will also help you in your interview at Campus France and immigration and so on, just to say that, look, I don't know French, but, between now and when I go, I'm going to spend time, I've enrolled myself on a course, I'm going to get some conversational friends so I can get acclimated to your beautiful country as fast as possible.
Correct.
And if you would like to work part-time, my advice is that if you know the local language, your chances of getting a part-time job also increases.
Correct. Yeah. And you don't feel like an alien because you're in a new country. True. And in Europe, this is the main thing, that we have to know about their language wherever we are going. So if we are going to Spain, it is definitely Spanish is mostly required. So yes, here at Amratpal A Vision, we are providing the coaching for German language as well, and for the French language as well. So yes, for that also you can definitely contact Amratpal A Vision. And one last tip to the students who are planning to study with ICN.
Firstly, we'd welcome you. For parents, please know they'll be coming from your family to our family. For us, a student is not just a number. They're a name. We know them by name. Our class sizes are quite average in size. So faculty members, the student services team, they all know our students by name. It's a great quality education. But I always say to students, be curious. The days when I was at university, the professor used to come in, write on the board, and we used to copy. Those days are long gone.
Exactly.
Now ask questions, challenge the norms. This is a great time to do that.
Exactly.
Network. When you go to our campus, I did it when I was at university. I would find someone that looks like me, maybe behaves like me, is from the same culture as me, and I found it so comforting. Exactly. Come out of that comfort zone. Correct. Definitely mix with people from your own country, but also don't be, restricted to that. Look for other people. Widen your horizons. One of the beautiful things that your parents are sending you abroad is for you to have the opportunity to learn more and meet different people. So be adventurous, be curious, ask lots of questions, and be a critical thinker and a problem solver.
So yeah.
So
what nationalities we have at ICN?
So we're blessed, to have students that want to come to us from several different countries. Last count, we're above 70 nationalities.
No.
And of course, we would love to increase that number.
Right.
And the beautiful thing is, we all get on. Everybody gets on with everybody and respects each other, which is it's like a mini United Nations on campus.
Right. Okay, so if the student wants to start, let's say for September or maybe for the January upcoming intake, by when the student should be ready, or like when he should start thinking about the planning, and how much is the duration he or she would require to apply and to get the visa done?
Sure. No, again, planning is everything. And you mentioned visas.
Yeah.
So we always allow enough time for that. There is going to be some back and forth. There'll be documents you think you have, but when you scrutinize them, you might need different documents.
Correct.
So the deadline for September for international students has passed. However, if you happen to have students that are already in Europe or in Paris, we can make exceptions for that for September.
Right.
We do have an intake in January.
Yeah.
It's specifically for those students that were disappointed in September.
Okay.
Maybe they didn't get their documentation in time. Maybe their first choice or wherever they wanted to go, it didn't work out. So we are offering an accelerated program in January.
Okay.
The idea is for bright students who can condense the learning instead of September to June,
Right.
January to June. So there'll be extra classes, more contact time, and then you'll catch up and join the cohort in September 26.
Okay.
So if there's students out there, don't worry, I know it's disappointing. Maybe you didn't get where you wanted to go in September 25, but we're offering them hope by joining us in January, and then you'll catch up by the September 26 cohort.
No, that's great. So you would also prefer that to apply at least 7 to 8 months prior?
So our January intake, the deadline is August 31st.
Okay.
So you still have time.
Yeah.
You still have time.
That's
and that's for the early bird.
Okay.
But we will continue to take applications through September, and that'll be without the 10%.
Okay.
But generally we want to close everything at least 2 to 3 months before.
Exactly. So that the visa procedures and everything takes place timely. Wow. So that was a very insightful session we had with Mr. Raj Kapoor. And if you have any doubts or any questions about the ICN campus, you can just mention us on our comment box and we'll definitely get back to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.